And who are you supposed to be?
I'm Ahsoka. Master Yoda sent me.
Hey fellow Force users, what is up? It's Jasmine, the AhsokaTanoFan, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you guys can see, I am wearing a new cosplay today, Ahsoka's Mandalorian look. So guys, it is the moment we have all been waiting for. The Ahsoka series is finally here. It is crazy. For those of you like myself who have been a fan of Ahsoka ever since she debuted in 2008, this is huge. The fact that not only has she appeared in live action, obviously we saw her first in The Mandalorian in live action, but she's getting her own live action series, which some of the other Star Wars characters haven't even gotten yet. And of course, we have to give a shout out to Ashley Eckstein, who did bring the character to life through her voice acting, and Rosario's doing an amazing job playing her live action version so far from what we've seen in The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, and now we're gonna see her in her very own series. That is insane. If you had told me that Ahsoka would be getting her own live action show 10-15 years ago, I would have thought, man, wouldn't that be nice? But now that it's an actual reality is just insane. You guys know, obviously, if my name didn't give it away, that Ahsoka is my favorite character of all time, one of the best developed characters in Star Wars and possibly of all time. Just to see how far she's come is truly remarkable. And so to say I am excited for this series is an understatement, guys. I honestly can't wait. We've seen trailers and it looks like this takes place right after the Rebels series finale, which of course we saw Ezra go missing in action with Thrawn. In many ways, it is kind of a continuation of Rebels, but of course, with my girl being the star of the show. We also saw in the trailer there were some dark side users, Baylan and Shin. They seem to be the two new main antagonists of the show. So we got to see what kind of role that they're going to play, and obviously with the passing of Ray Stevenson, his character is going to hit a lot different now. So I'm really excited to see his character. And of course, the appearance of Hayden Christensen as Anakin. There's also rumored to be some Clone Wars flashbacks, or at least a Clone Wars flashback, which I'm super excited about as well. So anyways, guys, I don't want to speculate too much. We'll literally be here forever. Let's dive into the first episode of Ahsoka and see what's in store for us. Oh, can't wait. This drumming is kind of intense. It's a little suspenseful. So I wonder if we're gonna see first what happened between the Mandalorian and when she showed up in Book of Boba Fett. It's fallen and the Republic has risen to take its place. Rumors are spreading Thrawn's return. Yes, like the Shadow Council that they mentioned in The Mandalorian. Former Jedi Knight Ahsoka Tano captured one of Thrawn's allies. Yeah! She's searching for the map. Oh, okay, so this takes place right after The Mandalorian, when she fought Morgan and Elsbeth.
A ship has entered this sector.
They're early.
It isn't Home 1.
Their clearance code.
Yes, sir.
Must be Ahsoka that's coming. Who's coming?
The signal is an old Jedi clearance code. They say they're here to see the prisoner.
Wait, to see the prisoner? Are they talking about another prisoner, or is Morgan on the ship? It's gonna be her. No, it's not! Oh yeah! It's Baylan and Shin. Oh no, this is the scene where they're from the trailer where they're gonna kill them.
Quite a surprise.
Where do they get the clearance code
Jedi
from?
out here. I don't buy it. Just some overconfident Imperial trash who just push their luck too far.
Ooh.
Get RD3 to scan these imposters for identification.
Allow me to show you our identification.
His lightsaber. Her lightsaber. Ah. That's the thing. He knew they were imposters, but I bet he didn't think they were Force users. Otherwise, he wouldn't be confronting them like that.
We are no Jedi.
Oh no, damn. These two are gonna be a problem. Oh no. Damn. This scene seriously reminds me of Rogue One with Vader. So is it Morgan that he's freeing then? It is. I thought Ahsoka was with her though. Maybe she already dropped her off.
The Jedi who captured me seeks the map.
Who is this Jedi?
AhsokaTano.
Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah. I feel like I'm talking so much so far, but I'm just so excited, guys. Can't help it. Oh, they played her theme. You know, the intro's kind of like The Mandalorian, the layout, but they're playing Ahsoka's theme. I love it. Damn, if Ahsoka were with her, then they wouldn't have been able to break her out like that. There she is. Where is this though? This kind of looks like Malachor, but I'm not sure that it is. There she is. Or should I say, there I am. Ah, she did the move. Love when she does that. Or does this have to do with the world between worlds? So I guess she sensed that that was the one that needed to be opened. Oh, look at my girl. She's so smart, so gifted. Guys, I just can't believe we're watching Ahsoka right now. In her own series. That is just wild. Is the door below her, maybe? That might be the map that she's looking for. It's nothing? Is it a trap? Oh no, it's just hidden. I think that's it.
Yay. I found it.
Oh, Professor Huang. I really would love to know when she reconnected with him. I love how calm she is.
Come no closer.
Give it to us.
Us.
She's like, all right, I need my second lightsaber. It's about to be a duel. She should lead them down that hole and trap them in there. Oh! Oh my gosh, did she really cut all those holes? Yes! Oh, yes!
Initiate self-destruct.
Oh shoot, she better move.
No, you won't. Keep going.
How big is this self-destruct? Oh, pretty big. Whoa, man. What the hell? I've never seen a self-destruct like that from a droid. Or droids.
Good thing I arrived when I did.
Professor Huang!
If you didn't keep at such a safe distance, maybe we wouldn't have lost communication. Next time, stay close.
That is the job of a Jedi Padawan learner, which I am not.
No, but you taught them how to make their lightsabers.
Right where Morgan said it would be.
So she did give up the location.
Say I didn't follow standard Jedi protocol.
Oh my god, she sounds like Anakin there.
Fulcrum, this is Home 1. Do you copy? Over.
Come in, Home One. This is Fulcrum.
He uses Fulcrum too? So her, Callus, and him know? This is so interesting. So is this after she has already met Luke or before? Maybe Hera will be here. Yep. There she is. Captain Syndulla. Or General Syndulla.
Just like old times, unfortunately.
Wow, it's so dope to see them like, together again.
Who are they? I don't know.
Perhaps one of them was once a Jedi.
But if they were, Huang might recognize them. Because he works with Padawans on their lightsabers.
They vanished without a trace. The day isn't a total loss. This one holds the secret Morgan's after. The location of the last missing Imperial Grand Admiral.
And that's where Ezra must be.
If Thrawn survived, does that mean Ezra?
Yup.
I hope so.
Let's take a look at this map.
We cannot show you the map. And the key to activating it has eluded me.
It's never a straight line with you Jedi, is it? You know who can help you with this.
Sabine.
I'm not sure she'll want to help.
She'll do it. For Ezra.
Oh man.
The Empire was defeated. Thanks to the heroic efforts of Commander Ezra Bridger. We dedicate here today stands in recognition of Commander Bridger.
Wow, they're making it a monument. Wait, is that Azadi? Governor Azadi from Rebels? I think it is.
Here to say a few words is one of those rebel leaders.
Sabine, right?
Commander Sabine Wren.
Wait, is she not there? Sabine, what the hell?
While we wait for Commander Wren's arrival, allow me to introduce Senator Jai Cal, who will share with us wisdom.
Oh, Jai Kel, he was in Rebels as well, wasn't he? Yeah.
Thank you, Governor Azadi.
Okay, yeah, it is Governor Azadi. So that's cool. Two more Rebels characters. Wow, seeing that monument go from animation to live action is just wild. I really wish we could have seen Kanan in this, but obviously we know why he's not. Look at her go.
Governor Azadi's looking for you.
Oh, yeah?
Well, you're missing the ceremony.
Oh, that was today.
Thought you'd want to be there. It's a big day for you, hero.
Man, she's a real rebel, eh? But I wonder if she maybe just doesn't like to be reminded of everything that happened. Because the war is over, but at the same time she's lost a lot as well.
What's she doing?
Is she gonna crash into that lady?
Speed!
Cool speeder bike. Oh, she's going to the tower. The Loth Cat. It looks pretty real. Wow, they did a good job. There's her helmet. That's her old armor.
More than the others, I need you to understand.
Oh, so cool seeing him in live action.
We're not really family, but you're like a sister to me.
Even though I'm pretty sure he had a crush on her in the beginning. But I guess more or less by the end they were like brother and sister.
May the force be with you.
Wow, so he made a separate recording for her because the one that we saw in Rebels was addressed to all of them, right? Ah, these two again. That's where Ahsoka was, right?
What was this place? An ancient temple built by my ancestors, the Night Sisters of Dathomir.
Wow, the Night Sisters built it.
You're a witch.
A survivor.
She is a Night Sister. I know that that was one of the theories out there.
Either the Jedi has the map, or it was plagiarized.
Who's that guy?
Send this one to the planet Lothal.
Ahsoka Tano's former apprentice is on Lothal.
Former
Ruler
apprentice?
Sabine Wren.
So she was training Sabine for a bit? And notice how Shin, how she has the Padawan braid? They really might have been former Jedi. Damn. She knows who it is.
You missed the ceremony.
Slipped my mind.
You were missed, Sabine. Everyone was there.
Hello, Hu Yang? Still in one piece?
So she knows about him too. You never really know what Ahsoka's thinking or what she's gonna say. Whoa. I bet she wasn't expecting her to say that.
Where did you find this?
In a world named Arcana.
Arcana. Okay, that's where
A
she was.
stronghold for the witches of Dathomir.
This is getting more exciting by the minute.
You have the artist's eye. Tell me what you see.
There must be a key or codex of some sort. So, where do you call home these days?
The ship serves me pie. I go where I'm needed.
Not always.
Oh, she's saying she needs her?
You never made things easy for me, Master.
So she was training her? How? So does that mean she's force sensitive? Or was she just training her to wield a lightsaber like Kanan did?
Can I take this?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
She don't trust you with it.
The map stays here.
Okay.
I wonder if Ahsoka's testing her to see if she'll take it anyway.
I was able to reconstruct the details of the two hills. The construction and overall design are executed exactly the way I taught younglings to build a lightsaber.
Yes, knew it.
This one, I do not recognize. But this one, I've only known one student who built a saber such as this, Baylan Skull.
Yeah.
He disappeared at the end of the Clone Wars.
A master and an apprentice.
That
Yup.
would be my assumption.
Thank you, Hu Yang.
I wonder if he might have been in the background somewhere in Tales of the Jedi or something. Ah, see, I knew she was gonna take off with it, but Ahsoka had to have seen that coming. So yeah, I wonder if he was in the background maybe or some of Tales of the Jedi or something like that. You know, maybe it'll be revealed later that we've actually seen Baylan before. That's not good. This girl looks kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Her eyes are just so piercing, you know? That girl, Shin, is gonna show up right at her doorstep. And then Ahsoka's gonna have to potentially rescue her.
She took the map when I explicitly told her not to.
Maybe she just needed some space to think.
I feel like Hera's always sticking up for Sabine, though.
But you and I both know Sabine gives you the best chance of reading that map.
She's still just as stubborn and bullish as ever.
She's Mandalorian. I bet your master found you difficult at times.
That's an understatement.
Anakin never got to finish my training.
She name dropped him.
Before the end of the Clone Wars, I walked away from him.
That scene still Gets me emotional to this day.
Just like I walked away from Sabine.
I'm sure you had your reasons.
Sometimes even the right reasons have the wrong consequences.
It's a deep line. Oh, that's a scan of where Ahsoka was when she got the map, right? With those 3 figures on the wall. She definitely figured it out, I think. Oh yeah! That symbol is what came out of the ground when Ahsoka got the map. This is like some next level Rubik's Cube or something. She got it. She got it. Way to go, Sabine.
This is it. Think I'm going on a trip?
Just gotta tell Ahsoka though. Damn. Shit, there's a couple of them. I wonder if Shin is there. The girl. I wish she'd taken a picture of it. I feel like as soon as Ahsoka knew she took it, she should have found it right away. She's gonna get the lightsaber.
We've been looking for this.
Damn! Sabine with the lightsaber. I don't think she's gonna win this fight though. That's the ready position that Kanan and Ezra taught her. I think the girl's going easy on her, to be honest.
She's at the old communications tower.
I love how much lightsaber action we're getting in just the first episode. Damn. She needs Ahsoka right now. She's gonna go deal with her right now. What? Oh shoot, I wasn't expecting her to get stabbed like that. Whoa. Oh, I love that they honored him. Whoa. All right. I can hear Ahsoka's theme in this too. I love how they incorporated that into a new theme. Alright guys, we have quite a bit to talk about before we dive into the next episode, so without further ado, let's get to the review. Hey, that rhymed. So, initial thoughts. I am loving the series so far, which is really no surprise. First of all, I love how everybody looks in live action. Ahsoka, Sabine, Hera. You could obviously see that her and Ahsoka have a close relationship, which I think started from when she was the only one on the Ghost crew who knew Ahsoka's true identity, and of course she was the original Fulcrum. I do wonder if at some point we're going to see Hera and Kanan's son, Jason Syndulla, who was shown briefly at the end of Rebels, the series finale. That would be cool, and if so, what kind of role is he gonna play? I love how we got to see Governor Azadi, played by Clancy Brown, as well as Senator Jai Cal, both of whom we saw in Rebels. I love that they have Hu Yang in there. I love that there's just so many callbacks to Rebels and the Clone Wars in Hu Yang's case. I love seeing the Rebels mural monument that they revealed near the beginning of the episode. Of course, that was the same mural seen in Rebels, and so to me, just a really nice way to tie the animation directly into the live action. The mural literally looks exactly the same. I really kind of thought of Kanan as well and how nice it would have been if we could have seen him in live action, but of course, we've watched Rebels and we know why he can't be in the show, but nonetheless, it was really nice to see that painting. Even in just the first episode, you see a lot of art artwork. In the painting, you see a lot in Sabine's room, and it's ironic because from the Rebels series, you can see that Thrawn is somebody who is definitely invested in art, studying the art of his enemy. He kind of goes a step beyond just doing what's expected and the ordinary, right? And so it's kind of ironic that this show is focused on finding Thrawn, who uses art as strategy, and we're seeing a lot of references to art. And even in a way, you could argue that Ahsoka, Sabine, and Thrawn all are kind of similar in their way of thinking. Obviously, Sabine's very much into art as well. We've seen that throughout Rebels. And in Ahsoka's case, she's very much like Thrawn in the sense that they both have the same kind of calm and collected demeanor, and they really take the time to understand their enemy in order to defeat them. Anyways, so yeah, we know that Thrawn is out there from the opening sequence. And there's rumors that he is trying to basically build up the Empire again. We also had him referenced in The Mandalorian season 3 as well when they were discussing the Shadow Council. So he definitely is out there. I still am wondering exactly when this takes place. Obviously, we first saw Ahsoka in The Mandalorian, and we see her questioning Morgan about the whereabouts of Thrawn. This seems to take place directly after that. We also see Ahsoka later appear in Book of Boba Fett where she's with Luke. So I'm kind of wondering, is this before all that happened? When we see her with Luke, has the whole Ahsoka series already happened, or at least the first season? We also are hearing a lot about Ahsoka and Sabine's history, which of course we didn't see any of this happen in Rebels, so presumably this all must have happened during the end of the Rebels series finale, because of course we see somewhat of a flash forward, the epilogue, where Ahsoka and Sabine meet up together at the end. You could see in that epilogue, Sabine's hair is cut shorter. Obviously here it's long. Yeah, we can presume that everything that happened with Ahsoka in The Mandalorian, meeting up with Morgan, getting the map, all that has to happen before the Rebels epilogue, which is something that Dave Filoni actually hinted at in the interview sometime back, which I actually did a video on this. So anyways, yeah, I'm just very curious and interested to know more about where exactly this takes place in the timeline, and more about Ahsoka and Sabine's history. It seems as though she was taking on the role of Kanan to a certain degree in training Sabine. We do know that Kanan was helping Sabine learn how to wield the Darksaber at some point, and it looks like Ahsoka had some sort of responsibility as well, but from Ahsoka's own words, it sounds as though she did leave Sabine in the way that she left her master. And it was really interesting to hear her say that because, number one, it tells us she definitely seems to be hesitant when in taking on the leadership role. You could see her even in this show. She's very calm, very collected. The way she carries herself is with a lot of confidence. She's come a long way from when she was a student. She'd make a great teacher, but I think obviously what happened with Anakin and seeing what he became, I think that scarred her so deeply that she doesn't want to risk that happening with one of her own students, and that's exactly the reason why she didn't want to train Grogu, as we saw in The Mandalorian. And we actually heard her name drop Anakin as well, and you could see that it's kind of hard for her to talk about him. So yeah, there's definitely some hesitancy there. It does seem like Sabine, to a certain degree, resents her for it a little bit. Notice Sabine in this episode, she's very much out of it. She doesn't care to show up to the ceremony, or it sounded like she showed up and then took off. She seems very isolated. She's living on her own in the comm tower, which of course has huge Rebel significance as well. The first episode we saw take place there, and that's where they sent out their message. And so she seems to kind of just retreat to that place. She seems to be a lot more secluded than she was during the Rebels series. And I think some of that has to do with the loss of Ezra. And maybe that's why she doesn't really want to celebrate the end of the war, because it came at a cost for her. But at the same time, I think that maybe Ahsoka played a part in that too, it sounds like. Maybe she feels abandoned by her. We do definitely have to find out more about what exactly went down between Ahsoka and Sabine. More about Sabine, I was not expecting her to get stabbed like that, but thankfully we know that she doesn't die, at least not here, because we obviously have to see her in the Rebels epilogue scene, meeting up with Ahsoka to go find Ezra and Thrawn. Nonetheless, that scene was still shocking. It just kind of shows the threat that they are up against with Shin and Baylan, who I'm gonna get to more in a second. In that scene, more importantly, I think you really see how much she needs Ahsoka, right? The moment that she tries to take off and do her own thing and gets pursued by this force wielder, she ends up in trouble, and Ahsoka's not there to protect her. So my guess is in the next episode, maybe that will kind of encourage Ahsoka to come back to her and take on that master role to a certain degree and train her how to wield the lightsaber a little bit better so she can defend herself if needed. I am wondering though, with her wielding the lightsaber, is she just wielding it in the way that she was wielding the Darksaber with Kanan, or are we to take this as her potentially being force sensitive? I know that's a theory that's kind of been floating around there, that she might be force sensitive. I don't know how I feel about that. On one hand, I think it'd be kind of cool to have a Force-sensitive Sabine, and in this case, Ahsoka wouldn't be alone, and then when or if they find Ezra, the three of them would be Force-sensitive. But on the other hand, I think that it's not a bad idea to maybe just keep her as the character she is, Mandalorian and Rebel, without having to be Force-sensitive. She can contribute in her own way without needing to necessarily have Force abilities. But yeah, nonetheless, I am curious to see what the aftermath of that is going to be. Her getting injured and whether or not Ahsoka is going to come back to training her. And in the next episode, are we going to even see a time jump, or is it going to pick up right where it left off? So now, Shin and Baylan, these two are so interesting. So first of all, I love the tribute to Rey at the end. That was so nice, and like I said, it just hits differently seeing his character on screen, and he's such an interesting character so far. I am really wondering what they're gonna do going forward. I don't know if they maybe edited some scenes out, if he had a chance to finish filming. What will they do ultimately with that character going forward? Nonetheless, it was really touching to have that tribute to him. But yeah, those two are definitely a force to be reckoned with, no pun intended. They're very intimidating, and like Hu Yang said, they are formidable opponents, you could say, to Ahsoka, because they are Force wielders, and it turns out former Jedi, or at least Baylan is a former Jedi. But it does beg the question, what made Baylan leave, and who was his master? Is it somebody that we know, or is it a new character that we don't know of? And how did he come across Shin? Were they both part of the Order and he was always her master, or did he recruit her after leaving the Order? A question that I asked during my reaction was, have we seen Baylan before and maybe we weren't aware of it? I am interested in finding out more about his past. Another thing we found out this episode was that Morgan Elsbeth is indeed a Night Sister. That was another theory that was floating around, so now we have it confirmed. She did confirm that when they visited that planet Arcana. Anyways guys, great start to the show. Going into the next episode, we have to see what happens now. It looks like Shin has taken the map from Sabine, which I think Ahsoka was afraid of, which is why she told you to leave it on the ship, but you didn't listen. Inevitably, there is going to be a showdown between Ahsoka, Baylan, and Shin, and probably Sabine too. So we have to just wait and see what happens and if they're able to get it back. But anyways guys, you let me know down below in the comments, as always, what you thought of the first episode of Ahsoka and what your predictions are for the upcoming episodes. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe guys, and I will see you soon for episode 2 of the 2-part Ahsoka premiere. Until next time guys, take care and see you soon.